How you guys doing this morning? You good? All right. So this morning, we're going to be talking about digital experience and better business outcomes, because that's what all these applications are about, right? And you guys have got one of the most important jobs in the world. Do you remember where we were 10 years ago? How important these applications are going to be. We're going to build more applications in the next 2 years than we've built in the last 40 years. And there'll be IoT devices, and all of this software has to work no matter what. It has to work perfectly. Every click, every tap, every swipe, because it makes a huge difference. And it's not just the convenience of, I can't get an Uber. In the future, it'll be life-threatening when these applications don't work. And you guys are these technologists that you sit at the core of every single one of these companies that are digitally transforming. And IT has become the most important function, which is very difficult for me to say as someone in marketing. But you are. You're the ones that are going to make it work. And the reality is now there's no failure. We've now relied so much on these digital services. This isn't a hybrid digital world anymore. This is a native digital world. If the airline's apps don't work, the planes don't take off. If the bank has an outage, you don't get money. Supermarkets can't transact, people can't eat. And in some places, people can't vote properly either. You can tell by my accent, I actually had to ask, I don't know where Iowa is. Have we got anyone from Iowa here? Do you guys have any issues voting? You're here. All right. I'm not going to pretend to know how the political system works. And we all know that software is taking over the world. And this is a photo that I took from where I'm from, in Melbourne. And I tend to think it's sad for two reasons. One, because everyone is just absolutely consumed by their devices. They are banking, they're on Netflix, they're on Spotify, they're on Twitter. Every digital service is on their device. They're not talking to anyone. It's actually sad for two reasons. Because that coffee has come from a petrol station or a gas station. And we're renowned in the world for good coffees, and that's part of the reason why I took the photo. But actually, go back 50, 60 years, is it any different to what we used to be like? We still were staring at something, being consumed by something. It's no different. It's just that now we have it in our palm of our hand, and we have the whole world in the palm of our hand. And it's changing who we are. Because apparently we can't walk down the street without getting directions, because we're so consumed by staring at these devices. That's how important they are to our lives. And we're so crazy, we'll even step in front of a street and get ourselves run over. So it's all about these devices. And it's all about experiences, because these experiences have to work. Whether you're on a train with a 3G connection on a dodgy old phone, doesn't make any difference, does it, to the user? And every single one of the experiences that these consumers have today are benchmarked against people like this. And they have amazing teams that are focused on this user experience. And it almost feels unfair that the telcos, the banks, all the non-cloud native, most of you guys probably running these hybrid cloud environments with legacy applications, and yet you're getting reviewed in app stores. You're getting people on social media talking about it. It almost feels unfair. So if you have a bad experience, though, it almost feels unfair that people can turn to Google and to Apple, and they can leave reviews like these. There's no points for guessing what I searched for when I was looking for app reviews. Something about apps and shit. And I can tell you there was a lot of them. There's a lot of reviews out there, and these people don't know how to use applications. They don't know how complex it is to develop code. They don't know about your complex cloud environment, and they don't care. They will leave reviews like this, and it feels unfair. And so you guys have got an advantage, and you need to take that advantage. Because in the great words of Ed Sheeran, the master, I don't really think he's a master, I just put him on there because of the guitar. He's hardly the Dalai Lama, is he? Let's face it. But he said in his lyrics, I keep making the same mistakes, hoping you'll understand, but no one does understand, do they? Nor do they give a crap. I got told earlier, don't swear. But I'm Australian. It's just what goes through my head. It's hard not to. That's why I'm talking so slowly today. Don't swear, don't swear, don't swear. Okay. So you would think this, did you see when that, did anyone see when that app was done, those reviews? 2015, 2016, if you looked at the fine print. So I went yesterday to check and see that they'd fixed it. No. And look at this review. I have to add to the chorus of poor reviews for this app. I don't like leaving negative reviews, but I have no choice. You have no choice but to leave a bad review? It's St. Patrick's Day. You can go drink a Guinness. Chill out, dude. Don't worry about it. But that's what it's got to now. You've got to look at these reviews. Everyone is in a digital business team, and you're going to have to be a digital business team, all of you, if you are going to succeed. And you have to transform the way that you work. If you're not already doing this, start doing it, because it makes you feel amazing for you guys to have conversations that affect the bottom line, to know that the applications that you're running have visibility all the way up to the CEO, to shareholders, to everyone. And I really believe that you have the opportunity to make a difference. And I stole part of this from Daniel Burrus. But you have the opportunity, and if you don't take the opportunity, someone else will. Not just in your role, but another company will come along as well. So stay focused on the end outcome. Don't just focus in on the CPU and the memory and the overload and Java errors and stuff like that. Look all the way out to what makes a difference. And as Prakash said from Autodesk yesterday, talk about the value that you're providing. Talk in terms of business terms. Talk in terms of outcomes. Because as Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest of species that survive. It's those that are most adaptable. And that's what you're going to need to do. And it's not even adapting, it's transforming, it's completely changing. This world is going to go so fast.